how quick we can do that? Watching us on YouTube. A video and all I'm having is issues. So we should be good, right?
Yeah.
If I close my laptop, it disengages me from the internet. 15-inch pieces of 10-inch poly jute Deco mesh with the back up. I only got like 6 pieces in while Steve hurries and catches up. You should be able to use my phone to see all the comments.
Well, everybody's logging back in right now. Okay, so Allison's on, Leilola's on, Valerie,
Obviously, it's not. So we it just leads you to believe what's going on.
Yep.
So welcome back. Live.
And now it's buffering again.
Great.
So yeah,
Gotta
we
love
gotta have a conversation with our internet provider.
It's not just the internet provider, because when people are like Brenda today when she did her live, she was having buffering issues. Multiple times. People have to log off, log back in again. It's been horrible for lives. Yeah, it makes me want to just say, let's go on a live vacation for a while.
I know, right?
And what some people have been doing is just going offline, recording the videos, coming back so that it's a smooth transition, because when you're not live and just recording a video, saving it and then uploading it, then
Yeah, and Shirley and Melody said they were on YouTube earlier, but they couldn't leave a comment.
okay.
So we'll still have to figure that out too.
Yeah, I don't, like I said, that's a whole another ball of something.
Wax.
It's not really a ball of wax, right? Because we're making wreaths.
No, I don't really want to say what I'm calling it. So
Yeah.
it's a ball of wax.
Okay. So anyway, this is my face. So I'm going to go around. It's just going to be a complete ruffle for everything, because I want this one to kind of lay more flat than all the others. Well, that's why I said it's kind of nice when you have wreaths. Ruffle or a curl with a ruffle, and I noticed that there's some people who are doing different styles. There's people who do combo ruffle slash, what is it, a curl slash ruffle and then a curl. It's kind of weird, but then they're using like 30. Not a big, use an awful lot of material for your base kind of thing, and then cover it all up with ribbon. Oops, I slipped. Didn't make it that tight. So this is my base material. So as you guys can see, it's leaving 1, 2, 3, about 3 inches on either side. So this is 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, which makes sense, because by the time I measured, it's about a 24 or 25 inch wreath.
Yep. Hi, Kathy. Yeah, she said YouTube had her log in to her Google account in order to leave a comment.
Wow,
So,
see, and that's what I think it is, because when I was looking that up, why can't people leave comments on YouTube?
Yep.
it was like, well, you have to go to this screen and click on that. And I'm like, good Lord.
And Carla, a little while ago, said she thinks it has something to do with Google Plus or Google Red.
Wow. Gotta love that. I'm not a Google person. I'm not even a Google Chrome. I run off of Firefox. That's just my diehard. Everybody else is like, Steve's the Internet Explorer guy, and Kaylee's a Google Chrome person, so.
Well, I have to be just going to work.
Yeah. And I know when we do the live share screens, it has to be Google Chrome. I'm just happy to have you here.
Yeah, there's.
Right now, I don't have an awful lot of faith in that. That was a social experiment.
15 inches.
15 inches just for my base. And that's always the struggle. Like for me, all of them completely up. So what do you do?
Yeah,
but
and
it
just
seems
buffering.
Like it's
So
I am glad we
are
back
freezing
to
still a little bit. We're still freezing a little bit.
Not really. It's like a good 90, 93 degrees outside.
Ha ha ha.
I know. It's really hot here today in the desert. So I'll show you guys what my mock-up looks like because I'm going to start deconstructing that because I included the number of Deco mesh pieces from that to finish this. Because like I said, I don't want to waste the material. And that's what I generally do with my mock-up is I don't recycle the Deco mesh. I just toss it. Because I'm only really wasting, I think, like 3 pieces.
A lot of people are just saying it keeps freezing up even now.
See?
I mean, I show it okay on my phone, but it's just a combination, guys, so just bear with us. Hi, Debbie. Yeah, Sheila, Layla, Valerie.
I know when it won't buffer at like midnight.
Yeah.
Probably, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I have 1 piece left. So
Hi,
let me
Debbie.
just double check. In. Wow, these ones are spread apart pretty far. Yeah, just 1 piece. So let me show you what the mock-up looks like. So this is our mock-up. So this helped me decide, do I want to do ruffles, curls, poof, and then when you add the sign, which came from Personally Yours on Etsy, when you add this, it's just the right colors. And there's an awful lot of colors to pick from. I could pick the white, the red, the green, the brown, any of the colors that are in the Rooster. So I just wanted it, because it's a coffee themed, I wanted it chocolate, like coffee colors. So that's why I picked these colors, and then I added the green, because it has that green band through it. So this is now where I'm going to deconstruct my wreath form to grab my Deco mesh out of really quick. So this way, I'm not wasting it, but we'll be reusing it. Here's my last piece.
Gail said we can test it at midnight, Kat.
I'll be like, hey Gail, let's go live. I'll make something at midnight tonight. That is so true. And I would probably get a seamless live for once.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Valerie said I'm in love with the ribbon.
Which one? This, like this?
I think the 2.5, yeah,
this?
the brown plaid.
I like the brown plaid, and the brown plaid came from Hobby Lobby. I was shocked. I thought it was going to be a craft outlet. But no, they just added this, and let's see.
The red gingham is?
This was not the fall, because you'll be able to tell if it's a fall ribbon from Hobby Lobby if this has a fall label on it. So if it has that Robert Stanley collection, that's Hobby Lobby normal. So this is $7.99 a roll. When it goes half price, it'll be $4.
I thought that was in the fall section though.
No, not this one.
I thought it was.
Not this one. I'll show you the other ones that are. but this is only 18 feet. So if you're just doing it as half bows or curls, you'll have enough to get through one wreath. So it's not bad, $4 for a roll. But there's where our base looks. So that is our base. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to alternate the copper and brown with the moss green. Mossy green. So every other one is going to be a different color because I don't want to completely cover this. And both the brown with the copper and the mossy green are cut to 12 inches because I don't want to cover the brown with the beige with the brown. So these I did cut with a wood burning tool. So we're just going to ruffle and put these directly on top of what I've already done. Because like I said, I was going more flat, more flat, more full. So we will be alternating the ones on the inside, and I'm just laying them the same way vertically so that the finished ends are to the middle and to the outside.
Okay, yes, if you can hold up the base again so she can see how well that covered.
Absolutely.
So
and it actually covers very, very well.
Really well, yeah.
Look, can you see my dark colors through there?
There's just a tiny little bit.
Just a little bit,
yeah.
huh? And it's mostly the center because the center's not completely covered.
So it's 10 inch, cut to 15 inches.
Yeah, the base, 10-inch deco mesh, the poly jute burlap, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And it has that gold, it's like a chocolate colored band thread. So I'm just going to do these all on the inside first so that I can color coordinate my outer side better.
Hi Linda, hi Donna.
Hi ladies.
Everybody's saying it's much better now. So.
YouTube, what's up, flop?
Not touch it.
Yeah, I know, right? Don't log into anything else. I know. It's like the only other things we'd have to be able to turn off is our security system. So, who knows?
Maribel, I'll tell her.
What?
Maribel asked how long the base deco mesh was cut to. 15 inches.
15 inches. Yeah, you don't have to comment. Are you commenting on everything?
I think Maribel is the one that's hard of hearing.
Oh, okay. Awesome. So, how are you all doing for a Sunday? And like I said, the rest of June, I'm finishing up with all of the seasonal stuff for summer. So, I think we're doing, I might change this week. We might do the Christmas tree wreath on Wednesday while I have Steve here. And then when he's gone, he'll be going to Denver for the week of, the 18th through the 22nd?
Yeah.
Then we'll do the Pinterest class. So, it'll just be easier because I can have him cut all the pieces I need for the Christmas tree.
Valerie, we got the sign from Personally Yours.
Yes. You can generally tell most of the time if they're more of the vertical, straight up and down, that they generally will come from Lee jeans, or more of the longer ones.
Yeah.
More horizontally.
David said love the colors. Valerie said tired.
I know. I
Hi
feel
Diane.
so sorry for
She
all
said
of
hello
you
from
guys.
Kentucky. You've been a while. Hi Diane.
Hi Diane. So we're just doing the 6 on the inside.
Carla said love the green. Would have not thought of those two colors together.
I know, because I really wanted red, but then I was like, because I keep looking at the other one because it's over my pantry door for the other vintage coffee one. This is where you make your home part of your decor. That's what Steve is saying. It's getting busy in our house right now.
Yep. Jane, she said missed the first part of you doing ruffles.
Yeah,
Yep.
The base was all 10-inch deco mesh cut to 15-inch pieces to do just a flat beige base.
And then these other 10-inch pieces are cut to
12 inches.
12 inches for ruffles.
Yeah, the green and brown are 12 inches.
To overlay.
Yeah, so they're just going to go right on the top, but not enough to completely cover the brown with the brown band. Brown? The beige with the brown bands in them.
Yep.
So, That's where those will go. And so now I can go on the outside and actually go every other one. Because it'll, what?
Sorry, go ahead. Sheila, the code for the discount for personally yours is on the private group.
Yeah, I can't give it to you on the public group. But if you just go to the files or the document section,
In the private group.
in the private group, it'll be listed in helpful hints and other links, or helpful tips and other links, something like that. So our code is, our discount code's listed there. So as long as you are a current member, you can participate in the discount. Okay, so now I'm just refidgeting, because normally you guys know that when I do my Deco mesh, I don't go inner and then outer. So now what I'm doing is I'm going back in and re-enabling this so it looks the way it's supposed to.
So you see she's still using 3 base colors.
Yep. This was a difficult one to do.
Kathy said she had a craft show today. Dodged
Okay.
a huge storm, then poured when we got into our cars to leave. Hope you did good on it. Hope you did
Yeah,
well.
did you sell anything? I know craft fairs right about now, and Steve and I were talking about this yesterday when we went out to dinner. Craft fairs, unless they're a Christmas craft fair, don't benefit wreath makers very well, because we have huge inventories that we have to transport. Our booth sizes are generally bigger than everybody else, because we have to carry, we have to store, we have to set up, we have to display all of our wreaths. Whereas if you get people who are doing like Lip Sense or Scentsy, they're just bringing their little supply thing with a couple of boxes. You know, we're renting vans to carry in our resupplies, and generally something will get damaged in the process of setting up. So I always have to bring a repair kit. Got to bring your glue gun.
Yep.
Because you just never know.
Sheree says, well wishing, hope your IC is better.
It is.
Carla, she said, can hardly hear you. I turned up the volume a little bit. Can you hear us better?
I'll try to talk a little bit louder too. So I'm just going around the outside now, doing every other one. So one green and then one brown and so on. And then I'm just readjusting the ruffles so they're laying in sync where they should. That's the downside that you have when you do the inside ones first.
Layaloha, she asked how to know when you use a wood burning tool.
Oh, okay, so these ones and these ones, they're more plastic. You can cut these with the Deco mesh tool. The brown burlap one, you can generally tell it feels like burlap. You cannot cut this with the wood burning tool because it won't cut through. Wood burning tools are meant for plastic and not for fibers.
Right.
So in that case, you wouldn't be able to use it.
Right. Anything that's a basic or a premium, you can use a wood burning tool.
Yeah,
But
like
anything that says Deco mesh with poly jute is like a fabric, so you cannot use it.
Yeah, if you read the descriptions and it says that it's cotton fibers or it has burlap or jute fibers through there, you're not going to be able to use your wood burning tool. So if it has like any white in it, that's usually going to be a cotton fiber running through it, or any of this beige is going to be like that burlap simulated mesh. So I'm just reorganizing all my Deco mesh as I go around so that it looks the way it should have had we done it the right way, which is go every other one as you're laying in your Deco mesh.
Wow, Kathy said she's exhausted. She cleaned the house to get ready for pictures to sell the house, and then packed all of her wreath stuff. Move in July the 1st.
Wow, good for you. I bet you can't wait to move in and then have your stuff settled. I know moving has got to be stress. Beyond stress.
Yep. Deb says what great signs personally yours has. She's definitely going to buy from her
It really
again.
does. Yeah, because I think we get, I'm trying to think of what our discount is.
And then Kathy Brown said she did. She sold one but met a few sources for signs.
And that's generally where you're going to get. So we've done that whole gamut too. We figured out which ones are not beneficial for us to do, which ones we will never do again. We won't do like harvest festivals. We won't do that at all because that's basically for people out and about, families to get together and hang out. Not so much for wreath makers. Unless you have a bunch of friends that are going to show up locally and they're going to pick up all your stuff at that event, then you can go. That was like the only business we got last year during the Harvest Festival, is we had tons of friends that were there to pick up their fall, their Christmas, or their winter stuff, or Halloween.
Jane Johnson said I started making my fall wreaths today.
Good
She
job.
sold all 3 of my red, white, and blue wreaths on Friday.
I told you guys.
Also sold my watermelon wreath Friday. Super excited.
Yay.
Good job.
Good job. Yeah, all the summer stuff, perfect to sell right now. For us wreath makers that are going to be shipping out of state, 4th of July is rolling up here really quick. So once you get down to about the last week and a half, you're not going to be able to ship that in time for 4th of July. Unless it's a fairly close state. So I think I'm only making...
Probably wouldn't make more than maybe 1 or 2
Yeah.
more.
What I think I told the group is if you have one traditional red, white, and blue one and one Americana, which is more of your tan, burgundies, and like a navy blue, I wouldn't go beyond that right now. Because I just don't want you guys getting stuck.
Yep. Hi, Ari. And then Valerie said I did 1 craft show for Lip Sense, never again.
You would think that that one would do fairly well. I mean, it's a brand that's pretty much sells itself.
Michelle said I ended up watching you 3 times on YouTube.
Did you really? What, today?
What?
We did it twice on YouTube today.
Cynthia, the sign is from Personally Yours. She probably jumped on late. On Etsy.
No, no, it's snagging on my shirt.
Deborah said she made 1 fall and 2 Halloween wreaths this weekend. Good job.
You're gonna do really good. I know, I was like tempted today I was like, should I just like pull out some Christmas stuff and do a Christmas one? And I was like, no. We'll wait till July. As we get closer to the July date, then we'll do that one.
Michelle said she was watching it until she realized you were gone. LOL.
Oh, really? She's like, and then it just logged off. Because the buffering just got to be too bad.
And then Kathy Brown said, never do fairs with carnival rides.
Yeah, I wouldn't see that one as a big thing either. Not unless you're selling deep fried foods.
Yeah. Hi, Antoinette. Hi, Jane.
So
Jane said on the signs, do they have to be metal or can they be handmade from wood?
you can hand make from wood. Just remember that the wood signs aren't going to do really well outside in the weather like the rain. So make sure that you put that as part of your disclosure when you're going to list them in Etsy. You know, just let them know it is a wood sign or it's a thinner MDF. So it would do better on the inside, or to keep it under a covered opening is what I always tell them.
Right. And then Jane said, and if so, what size should they stay at? Nothing over 14 inches. Right?
Depends on your wreath frame size.
Yeah.
So if you're doing a 14-inch Dollar Tree wreath frame, I wouldn't go over 12. I mean, even 12's really pushing it to the limits. But you can pick any size sign, you just might have to go up in diameter on your wreath. Like what we did with the movie, the vintage movie.
Right.
It was a 12-inch sign, but it ate up so much of the inner space of the wreath that it just moved it to an 18-inch wreath frame to give us more room to work. And then it didn't look like the sign was too big.
Hi, Nikia. Hi, Sherry.
So I'm almost finished going around. I'm just readjusting things again. Ooh, I did forget one. Thought so. I found one of the bottom ones that had no face on it.
Aha.
I know, I was like, I thought I checked it.
That's what the demo's for.
It is. And that's why I was like, okay, I have one piece left. So now I know where it was. So now I've deconstructed this, and now I have all my pieces. Yay! And now I don't have any waste of my material. Because I was trying to reduce the waste.
Jane said, okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So green, a couple browns, and then we're good. So we're just ruffling really quick, making our little bow ties or scrunches. And then as you notice that none of the ribbon that I've selected has green in it, because I just wanted the green to just be so subtle enough that it looks like I didn't ignore it in the sign, but I don't want to make it a big thing either.
So Joanne must be new.
Okay.
She said, sorry, I just saw this. Is this a work wreath? If not, how many pipe cleaners around the diameter?
This is a Dollar Tree 14-inch wire wreath form. So there's 6 on the inside and 12 on the outside. So there's a grand total of 18 pipe cleaners.
And there's 6 sections, right?
Yes.
So on the outer sections, on wires 3 and 4, there's 2 in each section, and on the inside, there's only 1 in each section on wires 1 and 2.
Correct. I think that makes it right.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of similar to what I did right here, except, and I apologize for the ugly pipe cleaners. There would be 2 on the inside, 1 on the inner.
You could probably show her later the back of the frame, that way she can see it.
It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah. I've got you zoomed in a bit.
Okay.
Jane or Libby said, how do you decide to put in curls or scrunches?
It depends on if, like I always tell you, it depends on if you want it to lay more flat or if you want it to be more domed. So if I wanted it to be more dome shaped, I was going for height, I would go probably a poof and then either a ruffle or curl on top. If you want it to lay more thin and more flat, just go ruffles. You don't even have to do, like, I'm using 3 ruffles right here. You could even just do a single ruffle as long as they're thick enough, and then just add your bows and ribbons. Like if you're trying to incorporate a storm door.
Yeah, you probably want to do ruffles.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely ruffles, because you won't have as much there.
Jane said, great, I have a friend that makes wood signs, and I know that I might be able to get her to make a few for me.
That would be awesome.
Good.
Yeah.
Hi, Brenda. Brenda's on.
Hi, Brenda.
Hey, now I can comment. Thanks for joining Kristen and I for our live. I appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. It was so incredible. 9,000 views. Way to go. I bet she was feeling like 9,000. Are you kidding?
Probably got a lot of followers. Hi,
Yeah.
Shirley.
I think I noticed your followers had increased too. So that's good.
Libby said, thank you, Brenda, for doing the live too. It was great.
Yes.
I came in late, but we'll rewatch.
Definitely. She did an amazing job.
Patty asked, I know you're not doing any curls, but she asked, what size are your curls?
If I was doing curls, I wouldn't go any more than 10 inches. So 10-inch Deco mesh with 10-inch curls. Because all you're trying to do with your curls is thicken it up so that you're seeing this as your color instead of like what it would be if you were just looking at a single. So you want thickness to give depth of color. So no greater than 10, because then you're just wasting material. So this is what the base looks like so far. So this is it with our moss green, brown and copper, and the base. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my sign, because I think I want to do my sign on the side, kind of like we did last time. I'm not really feeling it on the inside. What do you guys think? Here's inside center, like if we did it this way, this is what it would look like. Or we could push it to the outside, like we've done for like the butterfly wreath. We kind of pushed it to the outside, and then we can add a bow, or we can go lower.
What do you guys think? Center, left, or right?
Center? What is that, right for you guys?
Right.
Right. And then this would be like left. And then we can always add a bow to it too.
Everybody's saying on the side so far. Sheila and Valerie said side, side.
But left or right side?
Left or right side?
I don't know why. I gravitate to always wanting to put it on the right side, and I wonder if that's because I'm right hand dominant.
Well, that's the left side though.
For me, it's the right side.
But for us, the front, it's the left. Oh, sorry, you had it turned around. Gotcha.
I'm like, what do you
Everybody's saying different. Left side, bottom right with bow, lower right, right,
Okay.
right.
Well, I'm going to punch holes in it. You guys figure that out. So I'm just using my beadsmith. These are 1.5 millimeter. I always ask Lee not to put holes in the signs because I like to come in and put them where I want to do them.
I think the major consensus is the kind of bottom right with a bow on the left.
Yeah, see? And no, we didn't do a bow, I don't think, on the butterfly one.
No.
Because we opted not to. Okay. So you guys see I put my business card on the back. I always tell you guys to get your business cards, put them on the back.
Yep.
We're going to incorporate green pipe cleaners because we have that green running down the center. We have a lime green, but it looks too much like fluorescent green, which just isn't what we want. So always try to even them out. And then we'll pop this through.
Yep.
And then we'll add our ribbons, our tails, and then we'll do a quick bow.
Tricia said the colors look great. Marie said hello, watching today from El Paso, Texas.
Thanks for joining us, Marie.
Melody, we switched from YouTube back over to Facebook Live.
We have way too many issues with YouTube.
We were having too many buffering issues.
Now, I don't know what the deal is.
Kathy, no, this is not the private group. This is still the public group.
Right?
Next month it'll go
What?
over to
Sundays?
private.
Yeah,
Sundays will
Sundays
go
will go to private
to private next month.
in July.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm just feeding this down, trying to get it in between. And then you guys know that I just do a slight temporary, just so we can pick where it will go. And this should go in really simple, because I can see my wreath frame from here. And flip it over, which it did, which means the sign goes on pretty quick. So now I just gotta reposition it, filter all my pipe cleaners out so that I know where the ribbons are. Fluffing on my Deco mesh underneath. This is all smashed underneath. Poofing. So that it doesn't look like you just laid the sign on top. There's the other one.
You can show everybody when you're done.
Yeah, I will. Okay. Poof, poof, poof. Trying to make sure I get all my pipe cleaners out so they're up and
Hi Myra. Hey, Brenda said we sold the candy cane from our live.
Yay, good job.
Good job.
See?
And Cheryl said, love that you taught us to order our signs without holes.
So you can pick and choose where you want to fit them, right?
Yep.
Then you're not stuck with a hole somewhere. You're like, how am I going to cover that up? Okay, so this is what it would look like. I think if I'm holding it right, that's kind of where I think I'm going. Kind of tilted to the side, bottom right,
Yep.
right?
Yep, and everybody's kind of saying bow in the upper left.
Yeah, bow up here, right?
Yeah.
So you guys know what I do. I always take my pipe cleaners at the very tips and just twist them. So I know this is my bow area. Don't put a ribbon there. And then I will start right here. And what we're doing is we're adding in 4 different types of ribbon. So I'm toggling these opposite where the green and brown Deco mesh is on top. So if it is brown, it's going to get the beige plain burlap. This is cut to 10 inches. It's 2.5 inches wide. And then if it's on the green, have them separated in case we had to go inside. We're doing the 2.5 inch, and this is that brown plaid that came from Hobby Lobby. This also came from Hobby Lobby. It comes in a big roll like this that's 30 feet for $10. You will see this in the fall section. Don't buy it there because that stuff won't even go on sale till September. So it's not even worth using your 50 or 40% off coupon. Go to their normal ribbon section where you find the burlap, where they sell the burlap in the rolls. Go all the way down to the bottom and you'll find this there. So when it goes to the 50% off, this is only $5. And you can save your 40% off for something that is more seasonal for now. So that's my hot money saving tip for today.
And then Brenda also says, Kathleen, I did a custom order. Good job.
Awesome job.
Carol, yeah, you're right. She said it started messing up here at first, but it's been great once it's out of its system. So it's been kind of
I know,
good.
right? Who knows? I swear. I think I'd be able to make a ton of money if I could predict why things do what they do. But I don't. I just accept it and say, okay, what can we do to work with what's happening?
Yep.
Like yesterday when our garage door decided it was going to bust the tension chain.
Yep.
So our daughter calls on her way to work and says, I can only get the garage door open about this far, but it'll close great. So of course we're on our way to go to the movies, so we have to divert and come home so she can go to work. And then we find out, I guess there's 2 different tension chains on a garage door. One opens and one closes.
Yep.
So the one that opens broke, which is why we can only open it so far. So now we'll be stuck waiting around for the garage door guy tomorrow to come fix the garage door.
Maybe. Jane said, I ended up getting my Route 66 sign in yesterday, so now I just have to figure out how to add it to the wreath and figure out if we want to do a bow or not.
That's always going to be the fun part.
Hi, Lorinda. She said, this is my first time watching.
Yes, we are.
She said, this looks very...
A lot to it. You guys know I don't like to take the really pretty Deco mesh and completely saturate it with ribbons. The wreath that I make is something that I would want to put in my home. I don't make anything that I wouldn't want to put up here. Because you never know when you're going to get stuck with a wreath that
Everybody's saying, Linda said, looks great so far. Cindy said, gorgeous. Carol said, perfect.
Thank you.
Kathy said, I'm in Bala. Love it here, but jealous you're in California. She has an uncle where we live.
Next time you come out, stop by.
Sheree, yes, we have a private group. Kathy can talk to that.
Yeah, the private group, which a lot of the people here are part of our private group. I don't even know how many members we have. I want to say like 150 people are in our private group. It's like a family with no drama in it, I guess, is the best way I can describe it. Because everyone says that it's so amazing. We're non-competitive, we're very encouraging, we're here to help.
Uh-oh, Carol kind of jinxed it.
What? I was going to say.
Somebody said starting to buffer again.
I was going to say, the person who does that will be like, Urgh. So, back to the private group. So our private group for the rest of this month is $10 a month. If you want to sign up, in July, as of July 1st, it goes up to $17. And it's just because we're going to be doubling everything that we offer for our private group. But the good thing is that if you're on the private group and you're on the reoccurring payment plan, your rate stays at $10 for as long as you remain current. Now, if you leave and then come back, it's the $17 a month rate. So if you're interested in doing that, we have pinned a video to the top of the Cats Creations Facebook page that walks you through exactly how to sign up. It's fairly easy. That's why we made the video. It works regardless of what device you're on, so you should be able to do it fairly quickly. So I'm just...
Jan said, I never would have thought those colors went together, but it's beautiful.
Isn't it? Well, obviously they paired them on the sign together, so it's like, I'm going to kind of take advantage of it. Because we did, that one's kind of a yellow, green, and gold.
I think as long as you have a good complementary set, like you have a light, a dark, and then the green is kind of like your middle.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
We have beige, brown, and green. And then we're kind of, with this little bit of a ribbon, it's bringing in a different, like, cream color almost, I think.
Yep, and Carol said the same thing. How do I join your private group? So, obviously you just heard Kathy. You guys can go onto her Cats Creative page, Cats Creations page, and just
watch the video.
Watch the video that's pinned to the top.
Yeah, which is just really simple. You just click on the Groups tab, which if you're on a laptop or a home computer, if you're looking at the header, there's a left side menu bar. You're going to look for groups on the left side. If you're viewing it from a mobile device, all the tabs under the header are this way. Just keep scrolling, and I think it's like the second one from the end. That's the groups. So you just click on groups. It'll open up a window, and you'll see Cats Creations Private group. You click on the name, not the little buttons off to the side. That'll redirect you to the Cats Creations private group page, and then you just, there's only 2 tabs you can click on. One says members and the other says about. You click on the about. It opens up a very small description box, so you have to click the see more to actually open up the whole box. And then it lists all the benefits you get by becoming a member, and it tells you how to subscribe, and then also, if you should, how to unsubscribe. So you guys are still in control of subscribing or unsubscribing anytime you want.
Yep.
You just go to the same button and either click subscribe or unsubscribe. And then it sends me a link that says, hey, Steve Smith is at the door. He's on reoccurring payment. And then I just verify that and click approve. And then you're in.
Yep.
And then you don't have to do anything else from that moment on.
And thank you, Cheryl and Melody. They said they love your private group.
Our group is, it's family.
Yep.
It's not, it's weird.
And Gail said we are the Hot Mesh Sisters.
Well, I think there's 3 of you in that group now. It's Gail, Valerie, and Sheila. Because they all went through surgical procedures that have kind of limited how far they can craft at this moment. So this is what it looks like with just the tails added, and I take my tails and I fan them to the outside. Now this ribbon's interesting because the tensile strength on the wire is very small, so it's still very fluffy, but it's still nice. I just wish it was a little thicker. So now I'm going to come in, and on the plaid, I'm going to be putting in this, I love this ribbon. It came from Michael's. It's the only decent ribbon Michael's has had.
It's like a deep chocolate.
Yeah, it actually feels like dark chocolate. It's super nice. Like, I love playing with this ribbon. So we're going to be putting this on top of the plaid, and the plaid we're putting on top of the plain, if that makes sense. And these are cut to 12-inch pieces. So this is 1.5-inch ribbon cut to 12-inch pieces. So I'm just making sure I have them all in the same spot. Deconstructing my wreath.
Leslie said from Lubbock, Texas, first live with you. Glad I caught you. Hi, Leslie. Thanks for joining.
Thank you. Make sure you like and follow our page, and then you're notified that when we go live, right?
Yep.
Depending upon where we choose to go live now.
And Jane, yes, you're good. You signed up for the $10 a month recurring, so you're good.
Yep. Even if the rates go up in July, boom, $10 stays the same.
Somebody asked Gail how she was doing. She said there's good hours and bad hours, but doing better each day.
She's on some good meds. Probably not as good as the hospital meds, but
we're still praying for you.
Gail's my late night person. We chat at night.
Hi, Audrey. She said outstanding, so pretty. We'll have to watch the replay.
Thank you.
And Sue said great group too.
It is. It's family. So I'm just sitting here. I take my ribbon, I fold it in half, and then about right in the middle, about halfway, I just kind of pinch it together, and then that becomes where I stick it inside each of the pipe cleaners.
Yep.
So these are what we call half bows.
Or like an awareness ribbon.
Yeah. Because there's just a single loop. You can call them single loop bows, half bows, awareness ribbons, whatever you want to do. So I'm just making sure that there's enough coming out of each.
Brenda said, learn so much from the group. You must join. Lots of fun.
It's
Thanks
going to
for
be
saying
lots
that,
of
Brenda.
fun. Yes, because we're starting Christmas in July. Well, actually, we're going to start our first Christmas wreath in June. Next week, we're doing the Christmas tree.
Deb said, was at Michael's the other day. Couldn't find any nice ribbon there.
No. But you know what? Michael's will have the best Christmas ribbon when they're ready to start doing their Christmas ribbon. Like, I bought a lot of ribbon at Michael's.
Don't forget Costco too.
Oh, yeah. We need to have some spies out there. Not really spies, because we're not really spying. But if you guys are at your Sam's Club or Costco, if you guys can post the minute you see that your Sam's or Costco's gets their ribbon selection in and they're pulling their Christmas inventory in.
In fall, yeah.
Yeah, you guys need to go down there and buy one of each because it's gonna come in a 50-yard spool, I believe. And those are usually like $7.99. I mean,
Yep.
I have ones that we bought from Costco. I still have. I never used it all.
Kathy, if you signed up for the 3-month option, Kat will notify you at the end of the 3 months, but you're still good for the $10.
Yep. So all the people that are good all the way through the end of June, I will send you the $10 legacy link at the end of June, so that'll get you signed up on the $10 reoccurring. If you're good all the way till the end of July, no problem. The same thing will happen to the people at the end of July. Same thing if you're all the way to the end of August. So you're good.
Yep. Antoinette said that would be a nice Father's Day wreath. Love the colors.
It would be. This is my version of coffee wreath.
Linda said can't wait for the Christmas tree wreath.
It's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait to show you guys. It kind of falls in line a little bit with the African daisy kind of stuff. So it is complex, but it's different. So instead of having a round wreath, you're gonna have the triangle wreath, and it's gonna look so super cute. And you can make those in a wide variety of colors because you can do blues, you can do what else? Whites. So like you're doing a white Christmas tree.
If you guys don't have a Costco near you, hopefully you guys have a Sam's Club because they would probably carry ribbon too.
Yeah, Sam's Club or Costco.
Yep.
So, you know, the minute that somebody posts on our page that Costco just got their ribbon out. I mean, the big name wreath guys go in there with a shopping cart and just dump the tins or the cardboard boxes and score all the ribbon. So,
They don't just buy one or two, they buy dozens.
So you need to go in there and pick like all the colors you like. So I don't know when that came out last year. I know we really took advantage of it. And the major mistake I made was thinking, I won't use that color. I don't like that color. But you never know when you'll use it in a different season. So you'll be like, oh, I have that ribbon from Costco we had.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that say they'll keep an eye out for Sam's or Costco Club, so awesome gals.
Yeah. That's
Gail and Melody and Sheila said they'll watch out for them.
Yeah, that's why they call them the Hot Mesh Sisters, because they all went in for surgery.
Debbie said she already got her tree forms in.
Did she really?
Yeah, you're on top of it.
I didn't buy any tree forms. I have some. I never used them last year. I did lots of evergreens, lots of grapevines, lots of candy canes. We'll do the star form this year because we'll do gold and silver stars. So we have our star forms for that. And then I'll teach you what do you do if you can't find the candy cane forms. What can you do if you can't find a Christmas tree form? Is there any way we can make them? So yeah, we're going to teach you guys some, well, I'm going to have to get Steve to figure out how to do it, and then we'll show you how to do it. It's not that hard though. It'll look good. I'm just trying not to cover my rise and shine. I'm trying to bring him around. So I want him this way.
Cindy, we're not sure. We think Costco, right before Christmas and the fall and Thanksgiving, it comes out with their ribbon, and I think it's just a mixture. You can pick through and look for fall ribbon or for Christmas ribbon.
Yeah, because they did. That's where we got the falling leaves pattern.
Yep.
It came from Costco.
Yeah. So Costco, we know definitely had fall ribbon.
Yes.
And it was like
$7.99.
30 yards or
50 yards. 30?
30 yards, 100 feet. So I think it was 30 yards.
You can go look. We have that one roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think the Christmas tree forms are from Craft Outlet.
The Christmas tree forms?
Yeah.
I think you can get them anywhere. You can probably get them through the Wreath shop. You can probably get them through Trendy Tree.
Probably, yeah.
Maybe Paper Mart. They're not that hard. Okay. And I think I have one or two more to go. And then we'll do our bow. And again, my count was off because I forgot I was going to put the sign off to the side, which kind of gobbled up some of my twist tie space or chenille stems.
Was this one of them?
No, but you can bring that one out. That was from Michael's last year.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, look at Michael's when they went on sale last year. This is 200 feet. I think this was like $34.99, but when it went on clearance for like 90% off, I got it for like $5.
$5, yeah.
So 200 feet. Yeah, I think I'm set on red for a while. So, and I bought 2 red and 1 gold because I thought red could go for Valentine's Day. It could go for 4th of July. Let me get cutters. I don't have those. There they are. So now for me, I'm going to go through and just cut off my chenille stems. Should have been doing that when I went all the way around. But I always tell you guys, don't cut them off until the very end. In case you want to change anything, you can always open them up and take that back out. And I just take the chenille stem and twist it behind the bow. Those are there. What other questions do you guys have?
Trish asked, where can you get the candy cane wreath forms?
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree actually comes out with them right before Christmas.
I think Brenda said though that you might be able to go online and get them. You
Order
just
them
have to
online?
Order them online through Dollar Tree and just type in candy cane wire wreath forms. I think I still have like 2 left, so I can post the SKU number in our private group page, so you guys can look those up. But that would be my general. Like, when it comes to anything, a lot of times the questions you guys ask, my most simplest response to most of the questions, Google. Go Google it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. Like, someone goes, oh, how do I find this section in Etsy? Google, how do I find this in Etsy? And then it just spits out the screenshot of the prompt. I copy, paste, post it. There you go. So Google has been my friend.
Yeah, some people are saying they're going to their Hobby Lobbies and they do have Christmas ribbon out, and some people are saying they don't.
Yeah, ours, well, we haven't
They
been
say
to
they
ours
have it
this
like
week.
up high, but it's not out yet.
Who was it? Somebody shared it. I want to say Pam. Pam shared, she took us on a live into Hobby Lobby where they had all their Christmas ribbon, which was so nice because even though ours didn't, I was like looking, what's the trend? What's the trend? Where's the popular colors? So I think it's going to be gold and blue, and I think it'll be, the rose gold's coming back again too, babe.
The rose gold.
Rose gold made its debut last year, and then buffalo is coming back. The black and red plaid, call it buffalo print, which is nice because we did a lot of mountain themed wreaths like that. Like our reindeer was buffalo plaid, right? He's super cute. We didn't sell him though, we kept him because he goes over our bed every Christmas.
Well, we sold 1 or 2, but then kept 1. Right?
No, I didn't replicate
We
the one
sold
that
one.
we made. No, I never replicated the one we made. He was a standalone. I don't duplicate. It keeps my job fun that way if I don't duplicate. It's just no fun. It takes all the fun and creativity out of it just to spit out carbon copies of something. I don't like doing it. That's just me. So that's why if you guys like my designs, feel free. Just get all the same stuff, and if you love it and you think it'll sell in your marketplace, like I think this would go big in Texas. The Farmhouse, the Rooster.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who are Rooster. I will end up probably coming up with a different variation of the chicken, the Farmhouse chicken egg one for the fall, because it sold really well at the beginning of the year. So I saved one sign to make it at the very end in fall, and the cow, the chicken and the cow. So I might go with cow print this time and keep the cow simplified. So these are just about done.
Hi Christina, she said I'm very late, just finished up a fundraiser for Nick. Hope he's doing well.
Yeah, I
Hope he's
hope
doing
so
better.
too. So I have one. This is where I'm putting my ribbon. Why did I twist it there though? This I need to put a ribbon in, and it's on top of the brown. Do it this way. So I'm just filling in a couple of the ones that I have on the inside with the leftover pieces that I have. Because now that my sign is moved over to the side, the inner side ones are here. So I need to finish those out.
Well, Cynthia, you'll love this wreath then. She's like, yes, we're big rooster people here in Texas.
See? This will make us
Rooster and
super
coffee.
cute. Yeah, that's what it says, Rise and Shine brand.
Michelle asked, she's new.
Okay.
Can you tell us again about your videos, please? What will we get to see if we aren't in your group?
If you aren't?
Yeah, right now I can't afford the group, but I appreciate what you're doing and sharing. I'm new to wreath making and haven't made one yet.
We'll still share, but it'll just be Friday nights, and we might try something different because we're trying to find a sweet spot right now. It just seems like everybody has gravitated to the same time slots. So if you have favorite wreath makers, you're kind of stuck with, oh, I'm going to pick watching this person live and I'll watch this person on replay. So we're trying to dial in and find a different time frame. But for now, it'll definitely always be Friday nights at 5. That's always been my consistent go-to. Throughout, I haven't done the July schedule for the public group because you guys decide based on what we give you on Monday, you guys vote for. Like this week it was Vintage Beach or Vintage Movie, and the general group all voted for Vintage Movies. So that's what we made. So I can't really do a schedule per se, but you know, it'll still be stuff for fall. It'll still be fall wreaths. It'll still be Halloween themed wreaths. It'll still be Christmas wreaths. Private group gets more of the, I guess you'd call them advanced techniques, like we did the flower. And I did reach out to the person whose class I went through for the rose tutorial to ask if I have their permission to teach it, because her information is very misleading on her website, and she said no. So she said no. So now I have to kind of figure out a way to maybe make one, but not using the same techniques, now that I know the process of what it takes to build one.
Yeah.
Because I just think, God.
We might be able to use the same material we did for the sunflower one.
Yeah, something similar. I'll figure it out. So I'm just looking. I know I want to add one more down here.
So we're still going to do one video a week for the public group?
Maybe 2. I haven't decided. We might do one like Wednesday at noon, maybe. And then it'll be Wednesday at 5 for the private. So I might squeeze 2 in on Wednesday. 1 public, 1 private. I'm trying.
Jane, I think the Sunday night we'll probably move over to the private group.
Yeah. They're just, if you look at it, like what are our numbers right now? For live. Babe?
What are our numbers right now? We're at 108, we were at like 130.
Yeah, the numbers on Sunday, for whatever reason, are just not popping like they were on a Friday or earlier in the day. So I'm wondering if people are kind of filtering off. So we're, again, it's Facebook and its algorithms and who they decide they'll show the videos to and who they won't. I have 2 more spaces. But I'm trying, here's where my bow's going. So I'm trying to look and make sure that I fill where I want to include these. So I think I have 1 more. I kind of framed my sign a little bit with what I have. I don't know why I cut the pipe cleaners off of them either.
Yeah, Jane, I'd see it. We're at 108 now, but it's fluctuated up and down, so.
Yeah, it just is weird. Like we're trying to figure out, okay, Sunday at 8 seems to be good for East, Central, and West. But then why aren't we picking up the West Coast people on? Because it's only 5 o'clock for them.
And we try not to worry about the numbers too much. Hi,
Nope.
Jenny. Thanks for sharing.
So,
Welcome.
1 more.
Leila, yes, She said, I've been thinking about joining your private group, but I work at nights, and my days off are Saturday and Sunday and Monday. Then I work second shifts.
Second shift, so she's swing shift, so 3 to midnight.
Right. So she probably wouldn't see Wednesday, but you can watch the replay anytime on her Facebook private group.
Yeah, but we keep them on there forever. So as long as you remain a current member, those videos are yours to view as often as you want.
Yep.
So even though we might do like a fall wreath in the middle of summer, and you're not ready to make a fall wreath yet, you can still go back and pick that up at any time and watch it.
And you get a list of the materials.
Yeah, that helps you to get your supplies order in now while supplies are still available.
And you get discount codes from
and you get the discounts.
Personally Yours and Jane, a couple other sign vendors.
Yeah, Jane's Front Door Decor, Personally Yours, and Perpetual Ribbons, which is on Etsy too. We get discounts through all of them. So, okay, I think I've got my ribbons down pat. Oh, I have one more to cut off, and then I'll do the bow, and then we're done. And the bow will go really quick because I used the Bodabra and not the Pro Bow. If I was using the Pro Bow, it'd take me longer because I'd have to explain the wire tying process. So these are the materials I have
Thanks
left.
for giving it a bunch of likes and loves and for sharing, guys.
Yeah, you guys can share this video. I apologize for the whole, hey, don't be sharing private videos. That's because if we share private videos, they're paid videos. It's like a paid tutorial that people are sharing. Okay, so this is what it looks like right now. And this is where we're gonna put our bow in some generalized location up here. So making sure you guys can see that.
Yep.
It's gonna be pretty lightweight. So those are all to the side. Move this over. So the colors that I am going to use, I don't think I want the burlap because it's too thick to work with. So I pulled in this to simulate that color and then still go with our plaid and our other plaid. So we're going to do 2 loops on each side. So this would be 4 loops, 4, and then 4 of those. So I'll show you how we do this using the Bodabra. So first of all, I dovetail cut my ends, which is just taking the wire sides, putting them together, and then cutting from the folded side to the point will give you that perfect dovetail, just like so. And then you just, depending upon how long you want your bow tails to go, like maybe down there. You can always pull them back and forth depending upon how.
And you can use your mat to measure.
Yeah.
So you're what, like probably a 7-inch or 8-inch tail?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 inches. So this type of bow has neither a wrong or right side, so it doesn't really work on this one. And I always turn it just because it's easier for me. So I'm making my first loop, so I'm going to take and twist here, and this makes my loop.
Good job, Carol. She said, I just signed up for the private group. Yay.
She did it. Okay. So it's a 4-inch loop. So what I do is I lay the base of the size of my loops down first. So I just take it, again, kind of take it, you twist it, and put it back under, and make sure that your loop's about the same size. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going on 5. So I'm going to pull it in just a little bit. So now these bows are the same. So now when I go to lay my next one on top, I just use the one on the bottom as my gauge and make sure that one does not exceed the length of the other.
So Jane and Jan brought up something probably interesting you might do, is Jane and Jan said a bow class would be awesome. Because Jane said that's my biggest problem is having there on making the bows.
You know what? I can do that. We can definitely do that. Not a problem. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this needs to be cut on the 10 because I know I wanted 8-inch tails. So I'll dovetail this one really quick. And so what you see is 1 tail, 2 loops. This has 2 loops, 1 tail, which is exactly how it needs to be. So I'll take this, put that away, And then I'm going to take this ribbon, which came from Joann's. You can tell by the codes.
Sue said welcome. Everybody said welcome. Glad you joined.
Our group is amazing.
Aw, Kathy said, my daughter just texted me pics of her in her boot camp uniform. I miss her so much.
Thank you, and thank your daughter for her service.
For serving.
Okay, dovetail cut. So since we ended with the tail on this side, we're going to start with the tail on this side.
And I'll zoom in a bit.
So I usually just take the tails and push them to the side so that I can actually see the bow shapes and where the measurements are. So this one does have a right and a wrong, and the way, even though it doesn't look like it, there's a stitching on this side that is not available on this side. So this is wrong side up. So you want to make sure that you've twisted it to where the wrong side stays up this way, but remains on the inside. Twist, push it down. And I want my next size loops to go just a little bit shorter than the ones below it. So I'm making them a graduated smaller loop. Same thing here, a little bit less, but I want to just double check that these loops are the same size. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, Cherie just signed up for the private group too. Good job, Cherie. Welcome.
Got a lot picked up.
And Janet, that cutting mat is at Walmart. They're about $30 and they're dual-sided, so
yeah, see, it's got light and it's got a dark side.
Yep, they work great. They're quilters mats for cutting.
Yeah, we had to buy another one because the I don't know who did it ruined Mom's original cutting mat.
Kind of worked out better because that one was not dual-sided. You had that one for a while.
I guess. Your mom bought it. It had sentimental value.
Yep. Jane says she's going to get her a cutting mat next payday.
Yay. Yeah, cutting mats are definitely a must-have.
Plus they're good for working the deco mesh and the curls and
keeps all your, you don't need to have a ruler out.
Yeah.
You have your ruler right here. So like when I'm measuring my deco mesh, or like Steve says, you're measuring your ribbons, you have all the dimensions right here. So same thing, our last ribbon. This does have a right and a wrong. Same thing, it's got a darker stitching on the underside. So here's where I ended. This is where I'm going to come in. So I just kind of lay them opposite.
Welcome back, Valerie. She said got interrupted. Her granddaughter called her.
Family first.
Yep.
So again, I'm bringing them in just a little bit. So I'll make sure these are exactly the same. So I just put my bow dabber right in the middle. So it's right in the middle of the 15. So just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. It's right about there. It's like 3.5 inches. So I'll finish this with another 2 loops.
Melody said she's got to get a bigger cutting mat. She only has a small one.
The bigger ones work. They just become a pain on where to store them, but they slide under the couch really good.
Or they fit behind the door really good.
Yeah, they fit behind the door or dresser in your craft room. Mine's like, it goes next to the wall by the craft room. So I'm just going to lay this one out.
Hi Carolyn, she said finally made it. We just had a big storm here in Idaho and our internet was out. Wow.
I wish we'd get a storm.
I wish we'd get a storm, I know.
Nothing here. It's just dry, hot, horrible weather. Okay, so 2 loops, tails, same thing. I'm going to, I just rubber band my leftover ribbon. So I buy these at the dollar store, a big bag, and then it keeps my ribbon from unrolling. So I have my pipe cleaner. I'm going to make a loop so that when I go through and pick these up, you'll see that the center has a little indent. That's right where my pipe cleaner is going to go, just like so. And then I'm going to twist it. And you just twist, twist, twist. So there's your bow. It's actually pretty simple. And then I put it in or on the wreath, and I'm going to just twist the rest of this one off, and I'm going to utilize this space right for my bow.
Yep.
And
It says she used her cutting mat for everything. Antoinette said, "Your ribbons are so nicely coordinated. I love them."
Thank you. So now I'm just going to bring this in and under, going through my Deco mesh.
You pretty much use your wreath as your
Fluff box.
fluff box.
Yeah. You may as well. You're gonna, if you fluffed it on your fluff box and then pick it up and go to put it on your wreath, you're gonna have to refluff it again when it gets on your wreath. So I don't put it down too tight because I don't want it to go into a big cavity. So this is where you start pulling out your tails in whatever direction you want. So I like my tails to just kind of fall. So I'm just gonna make them lay where they need to, and then I'll fluff out my bow. So kind of like so.
Now Brenda said, "I love your bow."
I gotta grab these guys first. So I'm gonna take these two. You put your fingers inside your loops and just pull them around. This one to stay in the middle. This is where the stiffer your ribbon, the nicer your bows will be. Pull this guy around. And putting your fingers inside and then pulling them. I try to stick them in between the other ones. Come over here, do the same thing. Grab my plaids and the tans.
Yeah, Carol said, "Definitely a newbie here. Haven't even done a mesh wreath yet. I did buy some of the Dollar Tree 14-inch work forms,
Those are really good.
and also got some pipe cleaners. Used Kat's method to put them on the wreath from Gathering Courage."
Yes. There's, like I said, the only way you're going to get good is just
Practice.
jump in and experiment. Just start playing with the different textures, you'll start to figure out what is good quality mesh, what is really bad mesh, what'll be good to, if you're on a budget, and we're going to do that, I think this month too. We're doing wreath on a budget. So I'm going to try to give you guys all the materials that cost less than $15 and show you how you can make a wreath that you should be able to sell for about $45.
Yep.
So if you think about that, that's a pretty good profit margin with your materials cost. So I'm just pulling my tails down below. And you will spend a lot of time fluffing ribbons.
Carla said, "Will you show us how to do a work ball form?"
Work ball form. I have to look that up. I've never heard of that term. Doesn't mean that I don't know what it is. I just might not know that as that term.
I wonder if that's like a work wreath, but they're calling it a ball. I don't know.
I don't know. Google.
Yeah.
See? Google everything. What is a work ball form? Oh.
See, we don't know everything, but we will definitely check it out and investigate it, and we'll try it and understand it. And then if you guys want her to, she can do it.
Yeah, just like Brenda, having Brenda's video on there showed us how to use the ribbons for the candy canes. So it's just going to give you different options on how you want to build a wreath.
Yep. See, now we're at 122.
Okay, so I'm looking at that. It's easier if I can do it when I'm looking at it from the view that I would if I was building it.
Yep.
Trying to do it upside down just does not work.
Jane said, "Carol, I'm also a newbie and learning, so please don't feel alone." None of you feel alone. We all are learning. There's so many different techniques and different types of wreaths and swags.
Yeah, like a lot of what we're going to learn too for the fall, and this is where it will help you when you're getting ready to do your craft fairs, because I'm all about figuring out a way to where we don't have to pack up and rent a small box truck to take our wreaths to your craft fair. So we're going to be learning things like fresh floral centerpieces that you can take with you, like whether you use the little baby pumpkins and you put your fresh floral in that you get from Trader Joe's or you pick up at Costco, and then you can take those and sell them.
Bye, Sue. I think she said, "I am just leaving."
Okay, so we're pretty much done. I'm just doing that one final fluff, and then I'll show you what it looks like on our door. so you can actually see it on a full-size door. So this is where you come and make all of your final touches before your pictures. And this would make a great fall wreath or transition from a summer to a fall.
Yeah.
Because you've got the summer and fall colors. The green for the summer.
Carla says she's on Craft Outlet, but she's or work table form.
Work.
Well, I mean, you just did a work wreath. You just made a work wreath on this, so you can definitely show people how to do the work wreath.
Well, we're trying to eliminate all the work wreaths they have. I don't like them.
No, making your own by the one you
this
just did today. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we've taught the group from the beginning is saving money on supplies so that our wreaths become affordable to our customers. So if we can keep the costs down, we can keep the prices down.
Yeah.
Flipping. Okay. I hate when points of my ribbons curl. So if you cut these longer, you could do some cool like little curls on your ribbons, either in or out. Maybe this one will look cuter out. I don't know. We'll see. Okay.
Yep, Tricia said I learn something new every time I watch a video. Yep.
I would love to know what new thing you guys learn, because that's always like, it's a build upon thing for me. So let me put this up here. So this is very lightweight. So it's perfect for hanging outside. It would look great over a kitchen or a coffee bar.
You'll probably have to speak up a bit.
I will. It would make a good wreath to give your favorite barista for an owner of a coffee shop. It'd be something cute for them to put there. Wow, I can't even see my sign. That's where you can just take your bows and reposition them. So if you can't read your sign, just move your ribbon around. Maybe put your bows go in the opposite direction. Then you can actually see your sign. Just like so. So, what do you guys think?
Carol said loved learning new crafts. Everybody's saying beautiful, love it.
Yay! I think it turned out good.
Yeah.
They'll have to go in our kitchen somewhere.
I know.
Somewhere. Huh? Yeah. So really simple, like I said, the sign from Personally Yours, most of the ribbon, or the Deco mesh all came from Craft Outlet. The ribbon, for the most part, except for this, came from Hobby Lobby. This came from Craft Outlet, but you can get this at Hobby Lobby. They do carry it. You might get it in a brown, or you might get it black and tan.
Yep.
It's entirely up to you. I could have gone black and tan, but I wanted to keep the coffee color.
Yep.
So, thank you for those of you that joined up to the private group. For those of you that did sign up for the private group on Wednesday at 5, on the private group page is where we will show you how to build the Christmas tree. So, and then remember, at any time, if you decide to become a member in the private group, the videos that we've had in the past, like the daisy, what else do we do?
The flower.
The flowers, something else we just did recently.
The witch.
The witch. Those videos are all available to you. So you can go back and watch them if finances are tight this month or stuff's coming up. Remember that this will probably be the last push for all the summer themed wreaths. So finish up your beach wreaths, finish up your lake wreaths. Make sure that you have available in your shop or on your Facebook page one patriotic traditional, which is red, white, and blue. One Americana, because Americana seems to be doing really well. I sold out of all my Americana before they're traditional.
Yeah.
I just never remade them. So, major mistake number one. When you sell it, make another one, even if it's different.
Everybody's saying beautiful, love it. Maribel said, "May I see your purple wreath, please?"
Purple? The oh.
That's your good day for a good day.
Yeah, this was my saying because I love purple. So this was my last of my spring. So this is my today's a good day for a good day. Again, the sign was Personally Yours. And we just did this one, purple tulips and cherry blossoms, I think, is how we did it. And 1, 2, 3, 4 different types of purple ribbon. So, yeah, these are just fun and simple.
Ruth said, love the colors you've chosen for your wreath, very pretty.
Thank you.
Connie said, love it. Every time you make, I think it's my favorite one, and then you make a new one, and that becomes my favorite.
Wait till you see the Christmas ones coming. I so can't wait. So, yeah, I'm super excited to show you guys all kinds of new stuff that we've learned last year that we get to recycle and bring back out.
Yep.
Like corner swags and deco mesh garland that you can put over your doorways and your archways and around your stairs. So, you guys are going to be the bomb this year. So, you'll be the go-to creative people. And what it does is when you guys get into making so many wreaths, when it comes time to decorate your house for the holidays, you become almost like your own pro. You're doing things that you've learned in your wreath making techniques. You're making incredible bows to flank your mantles or to tuck underneath your sconces or whatever. You just are like, oh, I can apply the same techniques I used. So your houses are going to look amazing. I can't wait for us to share everything we're making for the holidays.
Robin, good job. Just do it. She said, making my first wreath tomorrow.
Jump in. What's the worst that can happen?
Redo it.
The worst that can happen is you don't do anything and then you sit there and you wait another week and you're like, I should have probably made that wreath last week. Jump in now, because now is the busy season. Now is the time for us to start prepping to get our Halloween, our fall, and our Christmas stuff going, because Christmas in July is going to start to steamroll and then it's going to get crazy.
Yep.
So
I know, right? Everybody's saying, like Sharon, love the colors. Beautiful. Good night, all. Purple.
thank
Trisha
you.
said purple's my favorite color.
Mine too.
But that's what these videos are for.
Yeah. So look for the poll tomorrow for what we're making in the public group on Friday. Of your Sunday night. Gail will probably talk to you later around midnight. And I'll talk to you guys later.